She was brainwashed, enhanced, and betrayed. This is the story of Captain America's forgotten protege. Now let's dive into the video and find out who is Free Spirit. Cathy Webster's journey didn't begin with heroism or headlines. It began with a shy, soft-spoken college student just trying to keep her honor roll status intact, but failing miserably at physical education. She was slight and determined to earn everything herself, no matter how hard. So she politely said no when her professor, Dr. Kincaid, introduced her to Dr. Wentworth. Wentworth promised Cathy that her self-actualization tapes could transform her athletic ability, but Cathy didn't believe in taking shortcuts. Life, however, has a way of cornering even the most principled people. When Cathy's roommate snuck a boy into their dorm room and Cathy took the blame after the RA caught him, she was expelled. Suddenly, she had no dorm, no plan, and no courage to face her parents. Desperate for a place to stay and time to come up with a plan, she returned to Dr. Wentworth and agreed to do the experiment she had once refused. What Cathy didn't know was that Wentworth had no intention of simply boosting her confidence. While Cathy listened to soothing subliminal recordings, Wentworth secretly bombarded her with mutagenic radiation. After just 1 week, Cathy barely recognized the woman staring back at her in the mirror. Her body had transformed. She was muscular, powerful, and honed like an Olympic athlete. Wentworth was pleased with her progress and offered Cathy a job if she could pass one final test. Cathy set out to pass that test. She stitched together a makeshift costume from dance tights and crashed a toga party. There, she delivered a fiery speech condemning the men present for perpetuating the myth of female servitude. But when a few drunken partygoers grabbed her, something inside her snapped. A vicious mantra surged through her mind: hate men, hunt men, hurt men, and she lashed out with terrifying force. Cathy managed to pull herself out of the trance. Horrified and furious that Wentworth had planted this hatred in her mind, she raced back to the lab, only to find it stripped bare. No equipment, no doctor. Just a single tape looping the subliminal poison that had nearly consumed her mind. Standing in that empty room, Cathy made a vow. Wentworth reshaped her muscles, but she would never give up her own free will. Cathy declared herself Free Spirit and set out to track down the woman who had violated her mind. That search would drag her straight into the world of supervillains. The trail led to Castle Zemo, where she freed Diamondback, learned that Dr. Wentworth was the villain Superia, and crossed paths with her childhood idol, Captain America. Fighting alongside Cap and Diamondback against Superia and Baron Zemo was only the beginning. After the battle, Free Spirit asked Captain America to train her. Cap put her through a grueling test. Impressed by her heart and refusal to quit, he took her under his wing. Soon, she was training directly under Captain America and battling threats like the Serpent Society. During that mission, she met Jack Flag, another wannabe Captain America hero who had infiltrated the Serpent Society. After their victory, Jack joined Cap and Free Spirit on their adventures, and he and Cathy quickly became close friends. Together, Jack and Free Spirit fought the Flag Smasher A.I.M and Madcap. When Captain America believed that his life was nearing its end, he entrusted Free Spirit, Jack, Fabian Stankiewicz, and Zach Moonhunter with keeping his hotline alive in his absence. Shortly after, her partner Jack decided to step away from heroics. When Steve Rogers was later restored to his proper age, he once again called on Free Spirit. Alongside Jack Flag, she was recruited into S.H.I.E.L.D. Then came the mission that shattered everything. Free Spirit and Jack Flag accompanied Captain America against Baron Zemo and his new Masters of Evil, unaware that the Steve Rogers they both idolized had been replaced by a Hydra-engineered version created by the sentient cosmic cube Kobik. In the middle of the operation, Hydra Cap shoved Jack out of a plane at altitude. Miraculously, Jack survived but was left comatose. Free Spirit had no idea her mentor was the one who tried to kill him. Hydra Cap later attempted to secretly poison Jack in the hospital to erase the last loose end of his betrayal. Free Spirit unknowingly intervened, but in a tragic coincidence, as Jack's designated medical proxy, she had just made the agonizing decision to take him off life support to end his suffering. Free Spirit's abilities push every aspect of human performance to its limit. Her strength sits atop of the human potential, letting her strike, lift, and fight with power that borders on superhuman. She's remarkably durable, able to withstand bullets, blades, and heavy impacts. Her agility and reflexes rival those of elite Olympic athletes, giving her acrobatic precision and flawless coordination. Her enhanced stamina keeps her going long after others fall, and her accelerated healing mends major injuries in days and minor ones in hours. Her aging has slowed dramatically, preserving her physical prime. Combined with her disciplined martial arts training under Captain America and Jack Flag, Free Spirit is a highly skilled close-quarters fighter. Free Spirit hasn't appeared in the comics since Jack's funeral, but maybe one day she'll return. What do you think? Should Marvel bring back Free Spirit? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't pull a Hydra Cap and betray the mission. Hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're watching on your phone, hit that hype button and help this video blow up. Well, that does it for this one. Thanks for watching. Peace.